Okay, as I introduce Harsimrat Kaur Badal, let me briefly tell you what the food park fight is about. Just 10 seconds, Ms. Badal. Let me tell the viewers what it's about. Now, in 2010, in principle, approval is given for a food park in Amethi. Amethi is Rahul Gandhi's constituency in Uttar Pradesh. Nothing much happens for this period. Several extensions are given. The NDA government cancels the project. Rahul Gandhi says the NDA government is vindictive, it's going against me because the food park will give employment to thousands of people in Amethi. The NDA government doesn't want that. He says it's vendetta. He says, I want my food park back. The NDA government hits back, and the counter-offensive by Minister for Food Processing Industries and Shiromani Akali Dal leader Harsimrat Kaur Badal joining me now, and Smriti Irani, who we spoke to earlier today. So Harsimrat Kaur Badal, welcome to the show. Few straight questions to you. Question number one.
Thank you.
On the one side, your finance minister says delays are part of every project, right? Which is your government's reason for changing the 5-year cap on returning unutilized land in your land bill? Why don't you apply the same logic in the case of this delayed project? Why did you scotch the project to get back at Rahul Gandhi? You have a problem with the Congress party, that's fine, but why are you using your clout as a minister to settle a score with Rahul Gandhi?
May I start off by saying, Arnab, please don't jump to conclusions. Let me first put my point and then decide who's jumping the gun and coming to conclusions. I'm getting an echo of my own voice. If that could be removed, it would be much better.
I'll try, but
so
please
first
continue.
and foremost, let me start off by saying that my government does not suffer from paralysis in decision making. A mega food park was issued in 2010 to the constituency of Amethi. The guidelines of the scheme clearly show that it must be completed within 2 years, 24 months. In principle, approval is given to start off with, and within 6 months, you're supposed to get further final approval. Ensure that number one, the land is available. Number two, an SPV is formed. And number three, all the required clearances of water, electricity, etc.
Ms. Badal, I have your letter with me.
1 second, please let me
Ms. Badal, I have your letter with me. I want to ask you something. 1 second, Ms. Badal.
My letter must be clearly showing that after 4 years.
Ms. Badal.
Yes.
Ms. Badal, as per your letter,
after 4 years,
the government is sworn in May 2014. Allow me. Government is sworn in May 2014.
1 second. Just one question. How can a mega food park come up in the land which is not even in the name of the company of which the mega food park is
So here's a question to you. Here's a question to you. You come to power in May 2014, right? One of the first decisions of yours, as per your own letter, dated 7th May 2015 to Rajnath ji, you say that in June 2014, this food park was cancelled. I want to know from you, is there no other work in the NDA government? Within a few days of becoming a minister, first thing you do is cancel the project in Amethi. If this is not vendetta, what is, Ms.
Yes, because like I said, my government does not suffer from paralysis in decision making.
You're sorry, you're wrong.
Project which is supposed to get operationalized in 2 years.
Your government in May.
Get operationalized in 2 years.
Your government in May.
A show cause notice in 2012.
Your government,
a show cause notice was issued for the same park in 2012 by a Congress minister as to why the food park should not be cancelled.
Take my question. Ms. Badal.
By their own letter said that this project is not viable unless we get gas for a captive power plant.
Ms. Badal, you can't have it both ways. 2 and 2, you can't make 5. No, you can't have 2 plus 2 is equal to 5 on this one. 1 second.
The farmers of another place to have a mega food park
Ms.
when
Badal,
the promoter is not interested in
Ms. Badal, please, Ms. Badal. You can't have, Ms. Badal, your government's minister, Venkaiah Naidu, the senior minister in this government, allow me to finish. Your government, your minister, Mr. Naidu, said that the Modi government does not, quote, want India to be a nation of incomplete projects. You defend the 5-year cap in your land bill in parliament, and yet, for whatever reason, you pull the plugs on a project that can generate mass employment in Amethi.
This project does not.
It will generate mass employment in Amethi.
This project does not even have a brick that's been put. Mr. Arnab Goswami, the mega food park project in Amethi does not even have
a
hole that's been dug to put a single brick to start the project.
Okay, so did Rahul Gandhi Did Rahul Gandhi suddenly take you on? This project would have given employment to 2,500 to 3,000 people. Therefore, once Miss Badal,
yes,
please hear me. Now, assuming one family of 4 people, you have taken away.
Mega food parks.
You have taken away
employment to lakhs of people.
Whatever your fight with Rahul Gandhi, why have you taken away an opportunity for a decent living from 10,000 people?
Excuse me, he's an unaccepted leader, not being accepted by his own party, fighting for political relevance by resorting to petty lies and now mega lies. I am just here to expose his lies.
The charge against you, Miss
did not have the land, when the food park did not have the electricity, the promoters were not keen to put it up. He goes and puts a foundation stone on the eve of elections only to mislead his electorate. And now when the electorate is asking him questions, he's trying to blame this government. For your kind information, he was issued a show cause notice in 2012 by his own, for what reason?
You have axe to grind, Miss Badal. You have axe to grind. You have axe to grind.
Which axe? Please tell me which
axe between you, an axe, political axe to grind between you and Rahul Gandhi. Because Rahul Gandhi goes to Punjab and takes an aggressive posture there. Your fight, admit it, Miss Badal. Miss Badal, please, let's be very honest. You know, the fight between the Badals and the Gandhis is the stuff of legend. Accept it tonight. The fight between the Badals and the Gandhis is the stuff of legend.
There is no fight.
Of course there's a fight.
Excuse me, the only fight happening here is a fight to ensure that decisions are implemented, to ensure the 50 crore subsidy given of the taxpayers' money sees the light of day by the project getting implemented. It is my responsibility as a minister to ensure that 50 crores do not go down the drain, but 50 crores are put so that a mega food park comes up and serves the purpose of serving the farmers and providing employment. That did not happen for 4 years.
For the record, I'm sending requests.
Which had an extension for 4 years.
For the record and for your information, Ms. Badal, I'm sending requests to Rahul Gandhi's office for a debate between you and him and Smriti Irani. Smriti Irani already challenged him. Let's see where that goes. Let's see where that goes.
Please call him. If he was interested in debating, he would have stood up and done it in the parliament rather than have his
Miss Badal, he says,
stall the well of the house and not only try and gag me but also block me from the screen.
Congress party
That's how panic-stricken they were.
Congress party says Rahul Gandhi will debate with Narendra Modi, not with Smriti Irani. Let's see where that goes. And I want to thank you.
Before he reaches Mr. Modi to bypass me before he can reach there.
My God, now that's what I call a counter-offensive, Miss Badal. Thank you for joining me on the News Hour tonight.